everybody. Welcome to another Wine Talk Wednesday at Bar Z Winery. We are joined today by our special guest, Monty, who came in disguise with his cap. His Bar Z cap. Notice that. I also have Gretchen here, who is my dog. If you've been out to the winery, you've probably seen Gretchen greet you at the door. We've just been away at a conference, our Twiga conference, and Gretchen missed us, and so here she is joining us for today's video. So tell the folks at home what Twiga is.
Twiga is the Texas Wine and Grape Growers Association. This was our 42nd annual conference. It was the largest conference we ever had. We had over 1,000 attendees, 170 vendors for our trade show. It was the biggest one we've ever had. It was a very good event. But we got back. You know, it's our annual event. That it's a lot of time that it's the one time a year that we see somebody, you know, our friends that we always see at this conference. So it's a good chance to get back together and see what's going on with those guys. Anything new, and blah, blah, blah. You get to sit and talk about wine, or since we talk about wine all the time, it's a good chance to talk about something else. So, but...
it's like when you find your tribe of people that's as crazy as you are, you want to stick with them. And that's what Twiga is for us. We love the people that we get to see that are in our industry. It really is a big family full of really cool people. And we love the opportunity to get to go once a year and get to see all of our crazy Texas Wine family members and get to spend time with them. And they have great breakout sessions where you get to learn a lot. There's a great vendor show. How many vendors did we have this year?
Over, I think 172.
172.
Yeah.
Don't quote us on that, but yeah, we had a ton of vendors this year. They're the people that make all of this happen. They're the reason we have barrels and barrel wraps and tanks. And
for all of you vendors out there that might actually watch this, thank you.
Yes, we really
truly appreciate you coming and supporting our state industry.
Absolutely. We know it's a long haul from California or wherever you're coming from, so thank you for making the trip to Texas to support our industry. We really appreciate it. So tell the folks at home what Twiga does for us as an industry.
Well, Twiga is kind of twofold and yet two separate things. It's Twiga, Texas Wine and Grape Growers Association, you just say Twiga, is primarily the legislative arm of our industry. We watch and lobby and what's going on with bills trying to be passed or bills we'd like to pass in Austin during legislative session, which is coming up. But Twiga is basically there just to try to promote the industry on a legislative level so that we can achieve our goals of being an industry that's viable in the state. And
thank you to Kyle Frazier for putting up with all of us and for always being on our corner. We appreciate you so much, more than you know.
We appreciate you as a lobbyist and as you're highly entertaining.
As a person who puts up with us every year.
Yes. So, and he puts up with me for sure. But no, and then we have another aspect of Twiga is our Texas Wine Foundation. And, you know, it would be great if anyone watching this wanted to support Texas wine. As an industry, you could look into joining the Texas Wine Foundation as a friend of it, and because this is where we try to raise money for our marketing goals and promote the Texas wine. You know, there's still, how many of you out there that watch this, obviously if you were watching this, you like us and probably Texas wine. And when you, in a conversation, said, well, I had this great Texas wine, or I had this wine from Texas Global, and someone said, wait, there's wine in Texas? We all know this. We live with this every day. But Texas Wine Foundation is the marketing arm of TWIGA, where we try to promote ourselves and get rid of that whole aspect
That
of
stigma of like, you can't make wine in Texas.
there is no wine in Texas.
Yeah.
And if there is,
And also promote scholarships for students studying. There are viticulture programs at Texas Tech, Texas A&M, and Grayson College.
yeah.
And I'm a big proponent of supporting the students looking for scholarships because someday I'm going to be old. I don't like to admit that, but someday I'm going to be old. And I need younger people to come in and know how to make really great wine to support my habit when I'm old. So
and then
I like
to
supporting
perpetuate
that.
what we've started. I mean,
Yeah, and keep the ball rolling with what we're doing.
yeah, I mean,
Texas is doing great things. If you look at any major national competition or even international wine competition, you'll find several Texas wineries, including Barzy, that win gold, double gold at these competitions with Texas-grown wines. And so we've got to have younger people coming up that continue to maintain that legacy for us. Giant TWIGA conference, and it's always like overwhelmingly amazing to me because like you mentioned earlier, I love getting to see all of the people that we only get to see once a year. They bring in excellent speakers where we get to learn a lot about how to sell wine, how to make wine, things like that, and cool things to bring to you in the tasting room. Some of the things that you enjoy in our Barzy tasting room were ideas that were born at TWIGA. And so I love getting to go to this conference every year, and we always have a great time.
we have a great time with our friends that are here in Texas in the industry, but you know, I don't want to discount our friends that are, you know, our vendors that are from California and everywhere else, because you know they support us too. We have vendors that have been coming for over 20 years that truly believe in our industry. And even when our trade show used to be, gosh, I think when I first got on the board, I think we had like maybe 40 at most vendors. Yeah, it was tiny. But a lot
That
of those
seems
40
bananas
vendors
to
are
me.
still coming today.
Because I've been going for 3 years, and I've always seen it be a huge, cool, awesome, big thing.
It
And
used to
so
be,
it blows my mind that it started out with just like 40
gosh, we used to
vendors.
struggle. I mean, we'd have like 40 vendors and maybe 300 attendees, and we had 1,000 or so attendees this year. And, you know, and then the number of vendors we had, but but you know, like I said, I always want to give credit to those
Absolutely.
vendors that have been with us for so many years, that they came and you know that they like being in Texas.
Yeah.
I mean, we're Texans, and we're, you know, they actually like us. And once they get to know us,
They like us. They really like
find
us.
that they actually like us. And we're nothing like what they heard. But we've probably got, you know, 20 or 30 vendors that have been coming to our conference for the last 30 years.
And they make what we do possible because, I mean, the barrels that you see behind us, those didn't just magically appear here. That took somebody believing in Texas and coming out and visiting us and purchasing this from them. The barrel racks even, like what they
Western
stand
Square,
on.
you see it
Yeah.
somewhere around here.
But gosh, if you come to the winery, anything you see out here, it didn't just magically appear in Amarillo, Texas. It takes those vendors from California and from other places believing in us and believing what we do. So we're really, really grateful to them for coming out and.
Besides supporting us, you know, the really beautiful thing is that they go home and they go to other trade shows, but they live primarily in California. Most of our vendors are, but they go home and they spread the word about Texas. So to people in the industry. So it's kind of like building up our reputation from the bottom up. And so.
I really think Texas, as a wine industry, is more of a grassroots effort. But I kind of love that about us.
Mhm.
Like, we're Texans, and we're always going to be self-reliant. Say thank you to you for all of your service within our state organization. I want to say a huge thank you to Debbie and everyone on the board. Our new incoming president, Mike McHenry.
It's gonna be good.
He's amazing. And I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone that continues to serve our industry. And I think as long as we can work together and stick together in these endeavors, then we're Texans. We're always going to be all right.
Yeah.
So thank you. We had a great time. So I think we're also going to show some pictures maybe of Twigga this year. And we will we'll continue to kind of keep you guys in the loop with what we're doing there.
Yeah, if you want to learn more, I mean, go on, just Texas Wine and Grape Growers Association, you know, you can Google that. And look at all of this stuff and a lot of the pictures and things that we did. There's some seminars that were available. For
There's
those
some
of you.
great pictures of Monty.
I have enough clout left with the board that I might could get those deleted.
Not gonna happen. Sorry.
Maybe.
But seriously, thank you so much to those in our industry that continue to give of their time and their resources to help our industry thrive and grow. We love you guys, and so thank you so much for everything that you do, and we'll continue doing our work. And here's to Texas Wine.
And to happy WTW.
Wine Talk Wednesday. We'll see you
Cheers.
next week.